This is just pure gold. Pure gold. God damn yous. Sorry for my language, but this is we're gonna continue our little journey together. I'm ready with the CD. Yes, it has the fantastic photo or photos of the band. Yeah, as you can see, the spiral, just like the cover, but yeah, it's also on the CD. And let's just dive right into this, because we have a whole album to cover, Shin Seinen, and we are so far we have been listening to, how is this correct? Is this only the third video? Maybe. So we got a lot of ground to cover yet. I don't know how many. I'm thinking 2 numbers per video, because I think this is a big album, and it deserves to be talked about. Long story short, we need to talk about this, I think, so far. And each number is so far, I have not heard a filler, what we call a filler, like something you would say, yeah, that's okay, it's cool, or great. So far it has been great and fucking great, and holy shit, that's great. Around there, it's hard to describe. I'm really psyched, and I can't wait to listen to the rest of the album. And so far I heard the first 3 numbers, and I had some time to hear them over and over again by myself on the CD, of course. And but I've been waiting for the rest to discover it with you, as a viewer. So it is my first in each video. And last number was Blasphemy. That was number 3 on the album. Now we are moving into number 4, Watcher in the Attic. Great title already. The number after that is called The Count of Monte Cristo. Talk about great titles. So we're doing Watcher in the Attic, number 1. The Count of Monte Cristo, number 2. So yeah, we got that covered. I'm all fucking psyched up. Pardon my language. I got my sticks. I'm ready to hit them hard. Like, yeah, let's fucking do this. Is it high enough? No, it's not. It is maybe high enough now. But let's just find the music already. See if it works. Oh yeah, sci-fi. just gonna pause it. I think it's done. Yeah. Yet another surprise. Really early on, I caught the what I call the flamenco, the tango rhythm. While even the guitar, we had the guitar, the Spanish acoustic guitar, like, you know, underlaying. I don't know what to call it. Let's not get technical about it. But we had the El Mariachi. I don't think I heard the clapping, but I just felt like, you know, that would have been. I heard clapping in my head. You know what I mean? It wasn't necessary. Not saying that, but you can clap yourself, you know, sometimes. And if you feel it. But damn. And then they just, when you think they're done surprising you, they just sprinkle some extra little special sound. And I don't know if you noticed, I was pointing or did some kind of sign. That was at that point. Because that is something that's hard to explain, but you know it when you hear it, you know. These guys love to give you some extra. Just like the whole sci-fi element, the small notes from Twilight Zone opening and stuff. I'm just blown over. Let's see if we can get this going. Yeah, man. Yeah. The Count of Monte Cristo. This is dirty. waiting for, yeah, that was it. I'm just gonna pause it. That was the first second of Even the Blossoming Flowers. We're gonna save that for the next video because honestly, I'm glad we are doing this in small bites because you just heard it. And remember, I just heard these two numbers the first time. And I gotta say right away before I forget it, wow, the Count of Monte Cristo is just as good as Blasphemy. As a, for by this point, Blasphemy, the whole album, there's not a weak song, you know. There's not a you know, what do you call it, a dot. This is like power on power on power. So far I would call this a bona fide classic rock album, maybe a masterpiece, because that's not for me to say, because this is the first Ningen album I'm gonna hear from A to C. But the Count of Monte Cristo belongs up there. That blew my socks off. The whole freaking spiel, I'm not making much sense because I just had my socks blown the fuck off, you know. So when that happened in real time, you kind of like speechless or talking rubbish for a few minutes. So sorry. What I was trying to say was that in the Count of Monte Cristo, all of a sudden we got some Venom sprinkles, you know, some black metal stuff, growling, even the music turned into black metal, all with just enough. I even heard at some point it reminded me of Mr. Bungle and some Mike Patton, you know. And I have to say, besides the whole group is playing like gods on the instruments, the bass, the drumming, and of course also the lead guitar. And we all know how important each member is. You cannot afford to lose any members when you're down to three persons. You only got one guitar. There's not a bass. You can do it. Otherwise, you can have two basses or two guitars, or just one guitar and no bass, or just one bass and a drum. You gotta have the drums. That's just me. But this is fucking proper tight shit in the very good department. And what I was about to say, and now I can maybe put some word on it. The solos are maybe the thing that is knocking my socks most off. Some of this guitar work, not only the rhythm guitar work, the whole through it all, but when he goes into solos, it's like, by now I heard enough to say it without shaking. This guy belongs up there with, in my opinion, Jimi fucking Hendrix. This is the Asian Jimi Hendrix on guitar. I did that. That's not why I bought the album. Going into, yeah, it could be nice having some, like Jimi Hendrix quality. Oh, that was just a bonus. I was not looking for any kind of, but because you cannot look for guitar god work It doesn't just come every other year or even every decade. This is number 2 or 3 in 100 years. My God. I will play this for my friends. Be sure they all will hear about this group. And that being said, and the vocal, the more you listen to those vocals, because the vocals are maybe not the thing that is most impressive first, but the more you listen to it, the more it belongs with this sound. It couldn't have any other vocals by now in my head. Even the vocals are fantastic. So yeah, they own it. This is the goat. This is the bee's knees. This is the cat's pajamas. This is Ningen ISO Shin Seinen 2019 album. I'm so glad I bought it. And yes, 2 great numbers. Don't get me wrong. The first one was also AA, 10 out of 10. But the Count of Monte Cristo was a 10 out of 10 plus. Yeah, that's how I'm gonna rate this album. So far, all 10 out of 10. Blasphemy and the Count of Monte Cristo, they just had a little plus. Domo arigato. Thank you very much for tuning in, and see you on the next video.